I used to pray for armor, prayed for a solid shield. Thought a life without the heartache was a victory revealed. I built my walls up high and smooth, so nothing could get through. Afraid that if I fractured, I wouldn't know what to do. But the fortress I constructed, it became my prison cell. And the things I wouldn't feel were the stories I couldn't tell. It took a heavy blow, a failure that shook me to my core, to realize that weakness wasn't something to ignore. You don't get the steel without the fire, you don't get the wisdom cheap. The strongest foundations are built on the promises you keep. And I was forged in the break, shaped by the heat of the pain. The cracks are where the light gets in, like rain after a drought of shame. I'm a better man for the bruises, a truer voice for the scar. Knowing the depth of the fracture showed me exactly who I are. I learned that true strength is the ability to finally mend. They sell us the illusion of the smooth, unwrinkled line, a perfect, curated existence that's flawless and divine. But the most valuable leather is the one that's cracked and worn. The truth is in the texture of the life we have been born. The mountain doesn't fear the landslide, it knows it must give way to reveal the hidden minerals waiting for the light of day. So now I welcome the breaking, I welcome the difficult strain, 'cause the reconstruction is the only way to truly gain. You don't get the steel without the fire, you don't get the wisdom cheap. The strongest foundations are built on the promises you keep. And I was forged in the break, shaped by the heat of the pain. The cracks are where the light gets in, like rain after a drought of shame. I'm a better man for the bruises, a truer voice for the scars. Knowing the depth of the fracture showed me exactly who I are. I learned that true strength is the ability to finally mend. I stopped hiding the weak spot, I brought them out to the sun. Realized the healing process is a work that's never done. The break was necessary, the letting go was key to build a resilient version of the man I was meant to be. fire. You don't get the wisdom cheap. The strongest foundations are built on the promises you keep. And I was forged in the break, shaped by the heat of the pain. The cracks are where the light gets in, like rain after a drought of shame. I'm a better man for the bruises, a truer voice for the scar. Knowing the depth of the fracture showed me exactly who I are. I learned that true strength is the ability to finally name. The ability to finally name. Forged in the break.
The phone buzz on the nightstand, even after I turned it off, saying I was missing meetings, missing chances, missing scars. We've been wired to the hustle, addicted to the race, afraid that if we slow down we'll lose our rightful place. I watched my neighbor fix his porch light with a manic hurried speed. He looked like a man watering a complicated, anxious wheel. We traded in the long silence for the noise of the to-do list, and forgot the simple pleasure of the moments we have kissed. We've forgotten the art of the stillness, the quiet choice to stop, to let the heart rate settle down from the frantic, dizzy drop. The mind needs an empty canvas, the soul needs an open door, to heal from all the battles we don't even know what we're fighting for. True strength ain't always moving, sometimes it's a simple rest, trusting that the answers will come from the quiet in your chest. You gotta lay down your burden just to feel the ground beneath your feet. They call it meditation, they call it peace of mind, but the wisdom's always been there, waiting for us to find. In the long shadow of the evening, in the slow drift of the cloud, not in the crowded spaces where the ambition shouts so loud. My grandfather's old rocker still sits out on the porch. It doesn't ask for motion, it doesn't ask for torch. It just waits for the exhausted to sit down and slowly sway, to let the passing minute wash the anxious thoughts away. We've forgotten the art of the stillness, the quiet choice to stop, to let the heart rate settle down from the frantic, dizzy drop. The mind needs an empty canvas, the soul needs an open door, to heal from all the battles we don't even know what we're fighting for. True strength ain't always moving, sometimes it's a simple rest, trusting that the answers will come from the quiet in your chest. You gotta lay down your burden just to feel the ground beneath your feet. I canceled all the chaos, turned the notifications low, said no to the demanding things that only make you go. Now I'm learning how to breathe slow, learning how to just observe, giving my whole tired spirit the peace it truly deserves. forgotten the art of the stillness, the quiet choice to stop, to let the heart rate settle down from the frantic, dizzy drop. The mind needs an empty canvas, the soul needs an open door to heal from all the battles we don't even know what we're fighting for. True strength ain't always moving, sometimes it's the simple rest, trusting that the answers will come from the quiet in your chest. You gotta lay down your burden just to feel the ground beneath your feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Learn the stillness. I used to try to outrun the darkness. I drove far past the state line, hoping the new horizons would leave the old mistakes behind. I changed my number, changed my town, changed the way I wore my clothes. Tried to be a blank slate, the kind of man nobody knows. But you can't abandon the memories just by driving out of sight. Every single failure followed close behind the light. I found out the map of my old scars is drawn on the ground I tread, and the man I was yesterday is a silent one ahead. 'Cause my shadow is my history. Every time the sun starts to set, every promise I broke, every good thing I regret, it shows the roads I shouldn't have taken, the hands I didn't hold, the complicated stories that the future can't be sold. I stopped trying to erase it, I learned to let it stand, a constant faithful echo of the life I understand. The deepest part of who I am is the past I can't leave behind. My father once told me, son, your past ain't a thing to hide. It's the foundation of your future, the wisdom that's inside. He said every crooked mile you walk, every tear you had to face, adds dimension and character to your story and your grace. I realized that true forgiveness wasn't just a simple prayer. It was learning how to live with the mistakes I had to bear. Now when I see that phantom walking long and lean and tall, I recognize the lessons that saved me from the fall. 'Cause my shadow wears my history. Every time the sun starts to set, every promise I broke, every good thing I regret, it shows the roads I shouldn't have taken, the hands I didn't hold, the complicated stories that the future can't be sold. I stopped trying to erase it, I learned to let it stand, a constant faithful echo of the life I understand. The deepest part of who I am is the past I can't leave behind. I stopped running from the mirror, I stopped fighting the reflections, claim I just shook hands with the darkness and called it by my own name. 'Cause the shadow is the proof that the light is still shining strong, and where I've been is exactly where I needed to belong. 'cause my shadow is my history. Every time the sun starts to set, every promise I broke, every good thing I regret, it shows the roads I shouldn't have taken, the hands I didn't hold, the complicated stories that the future can't be sold. I stopped trying to erase it, I learned to let it stand, a constant faithful echo of the life I understand. Deepest part of who I am is the past. Walks with me now. It just walks with me now. I blinked and the children were taller, their voices deeper than before. I blinked and the calendar had slammed another heavy door. I spent those years just waiting for the next big milestone to arrive, thinking that the happiness was somewhere else just to survive. I rushed the sunrise for the freeway, rushed the dinner for the screen, and missed the quiet magic of the moments in between. And now I stare at the empty kitchen, the silence feels too loud, realizing I missed the chorus, waiting only for the crowd. 'Cause the years are measured by the blink, now the minutes on the clock, the simple stunning moments that you threw out on the block. You can't count the seconds when you're truly present, truly free. Only the hurried fractions when you rush right past the sacred tree. I'm running out of runway, running out of precious light. I wish I could go back and force my own eyes wide and bright. I learned that life is just the breathing, not the destination you select. My father always told me, don't you wish the time away. You'll blink and all the gold you had will turn to rusty gray. I didn't understand the weight of that simple, honest plea, till I looked in the reflection and saw the tired face of me. I was focused on the finish line, the profit and the big payoff, and trade away the sunlight for the worries of the cost I had to pay off. We treat our days like spare change thrown carelessly away, then panic in the evening when we reach the end of day. 'Cause the years are measured by the blinks, not the minutes on the clock, the simple stunning moments that you threw out on the block. You can't count the seconds when you're truly present, truly free. Only the hurried fractions when you rush right past the sacred tree. I'm running out of runway, running out of precious light. I wish I could go back and force my own eyes wide and bright. I learned that life is just the breathing, not the destination you select. I'm putting down the stopwatch, I'm throwing out the plan, gonna soak up every second while I still truly can. I won't let another minute vanish without a gentle fight. Gonna keep my focus steady, gonna keep my own eyes bright. the minutes on the clock, the simple, stunning moments that you threw out on the block. You can't count the seconds when you're truly present, truly free. Only the hurried fractions when you rush right past the sacred tree. I'm running out of runway, running out of precious light. I wish I could go back and force my own eyes wide and bright. I learned that life is just the breathing, not the destination you select. The breathing, not the destination. The breathing, not the destination.
We sit him on the porch swing and we hand him his old cane. We talk about the headline, the future and the driving rain. He nods along politely, he watches the world rush by, but he doesn't join the argument, he doesn't need to try. We think the silence means he's empty, that he's got nothing left to tell. We judge the words he doesn't speak by the stories that we sell. But if you lean in close enough, past the chatter and the noise, you can hear the weight of decades in the quiet he employs. He holds a library in his silence, a history bound in years. Every wrinkle on his face is a triumph over fears. He doesn't need the volumes, he doesn't need the digital screen. His truth is handwritten in the light that he has seen. You won't find his wisdom shouted, you won't find it in a tweet. It's the patience in his posture, the quiet rhythm of his feet. The greatest lessons of my life were taught when he just sat still. He tells a story slowly, lets the details take their time. Describes a simple morning when the frost looked like sweet rhyme. He doesn't rush the ending, he lets the moral gently land, knowing that the hurried heart will never understand. We talk about the market, the money that we need to make. He just smiles and points toward the small mistakes we often take. He knows the price of fighting, he knows the cost of loss, and he measures every victory by the burden of the cross. He holds a library in his silence, a history bound in years. Every wrinkle on his face is a triumph over fears. He doesn't need a volume, he doesn't need the digital screen. His truth is handwritten in the life that he has seen. You won't find his wisdom shouted, you won't find it in a tweet. It's the patience in his posture, the quiet rhythm of his feet. The greatest lessons of my life were taught when he just sat still. I stopped correcting his grammar, I stopped rushing his slow thought. Realized that the time I spent listening was the knowledge I had bought. His value isn't based on motion, it's based on what he holds inside. A living, breathing testament to the years he couldn't hide.
Slow duet where the pedal steel offers a gentle, wise melody and the cello provides a deep, foundational tone, creating atmosphere of deep respect and contemplation.
He holds a library in his silence, a history bound in years. Every wrinkle on his face is a triumph over fear. He doesn't need the volume, he doesn't need the truth is handwritten in the life that he has seen. You won't find his wisdom shouted, you won't find it in a tweet. It's the patience in his posture, the quiet rhythm of his feet. The greatest lessons of my life were taught when he just sat still. When he just sat still. Preacher talks of darkness and the light that we must chase. Says there's a simple choice of grace to keep us in a good place. But I know the truth is messy, woven in a final thread. The fight isn't just outside, it lives inside my head. I got the kindness of a mother, got the fury of the storm, a gentle hand for healing and a place to keep the hatred warm. I tried to drown a wild one, tried to starve him in the silence deep, but he just howled louder when the rest of the world fell fast asleep. I got two wolves at the table and they both gotta be fed. One is built of honest virtue, the other of pure dread. One is the calm, slow morning, one is the violence of the night. And the life I live depends on which one I choose to treat right. They don't fight to the death, they just argue to the dawn. Cause you can't kill your shadow, you just learn where it's withdrawn. The real wisdom is knowing that you have to hold some doors. They both crave the same air, they both drink the same cold water clean. One wants the easy exit, one wants the complicated scene. The good one whispers patience, says the silence is the key. The dark one shouts solutions that are quick and reckless, wild and free. I used to try to lock the bad one in the basement, hid from view, but the moment I accepted him, the stronger both was grew. Cause the dark one holds the courage that the gentle one forgets, and the light one holds the anchor against the sharp regret. I got two wolves at the table and they both gotta be fed. One is built of honest virtue, the other of pure dread. One is the calm, slow morning, one is the violence of the night. And the life I live depends on which one I choose to treat right. They don't fight to the death, they just argue till the dawn. Cause you can't kill your shadow, you just learn where it's withdrawn. The real wisdom is knowing that you have to hold them both down. Oh, I stop praying for the battle, and I start praying for the truth. Giving equal reverence to the angel and the loose. The balance is the blessing, the struggle is the simple cause. Knowing that the man I am is the one I haven't lost. I got two wolves at the table and they both gotta be fed. One is built of honest virtue, the other of pure dread. One is the calm, slow morning, one is the violence of the night. And the life I live depends on which one I choose to treat right. They don't fight to the death, they just argue to the dawn. Cause you can't kill your shadow, you just learn where it's withdrawn. The real wisdom is knowing that you have to hold some both. And so, yeah, you gotta hold some both. And offer them a clean space. I used to practice music, wanted every chord to ring, wanting the performance perfect, every single note to sing. I start over if I stumble, curse a simple human slip, thinking flawless execution was the key to every trip. But the greatest songs I've ever heard weren't played by perfect hands. They were messy, full of feeling, rooted deep in shifting sands. They had the slight vibration, a scratch beneath the bow, the unexpected silence where the truest wisdom starts to grow. There's a silent hymn in the beauty of the wrong note, the places we have failed, story in the stumble, the truth that has prevailed. If everything was polished and every line was straight and neat, we lose the honest struggle that makes the final sound so sweet. It's a crack in the church bell that makes its tone unique and deep. It's the promises you broke that the weary soul can keep. The perfect picture is a lie, but the masterpiece is built in the flaws. We try to live by blueprints, follow rules we can't define. We try to cover up the blemishes, keep everything looking fine. We hide the awkward angles, we hide the years we spent astray, thinking that perfection is the only price we have to pay. But you can't have genuine warmth from a factory-made machine. The heat comes from the friction, from the complicated scene. My heart beats with a little skip, my hands shake when I talk, and those little imperfections are the foundation of my rock. There's a silent hymn in the beauty of the wrong notes, the places we have failed, the story in the stumble, the truth that has prevailed. If everything was polished and every line was straight and neat, we'd lose the honest struggle that makes the final sound so sweet. It's a crack in the church bell that makes its tone unique and deep. It's the promises you broke that the weary soul can keep. The perfect picture is a lie, but the masterpiece is built in the flaws. I stopped trying to be flawless, stopped chasing the ideal. Now I play my life just like I feel, raw and honest and real. I let the music wander, I let the rhythm softly sway, knowing that the imperfection is the truest light of day. There's a silent hymn in the beauty of the wrong notes, the places we have failed, the story in the stumble, the truth that has prevailed. If everything was polished and every line was straight and neat, we'd lose the honest struggle that makes the final sound so sweet. It's a crack in the church bell that makes its tone unique and deep. It's the promises you broke that the weary soul can keep. The perfect picture is a lie, but the masterpiece is built in the flaws. Built in the flaws. Sing the wrong notes, ending with a final, deliberate, slightly dissonant chord that quickly resolves into a gentle, perfect strum.
come rolling in with the lifted shining trucks. They talk loud about the profits, their status and their luck. They got the polished boots and the watches ticking gold, but their eyes look hungry, carrying a story left untold. They measure every conversation by what they gained or sold, and they mistake the temporary for the promise that will hold. I took my grandpa's advice when he told me what to seek. Son, the strongest men are often the quietest when they speak. There's a quiet wealth of knowing that you earn your simple bread, not from the hands you shook, but the honest words you said. It's the coin that never rusts, the treasure you can buy, the peace inside your heart when you look up at the sky. You can keep the show and the skyline, the titles and the chase. I got my fortune settled in this humble, steady place. The richest thing you own is the sleep you get at night.
I used to try to keep up, thought the speed was a sign of grace. Tried to mimic all the winners, tried to follow their fast pace. I wanted the big applause, the kind that fills the stadium sound, till I realized true validation is not scattered on the ground. It's found in the simple effort, the sweat behind the brow, the look of calm acceptance that only living teaches how. When you strip away the fancy stuff, the glitter and the sheen, you find the real substance in the silent things in between.
There's a quiet wealth of knowing that you earned your simple bread, not from the hands you shook, but the honest words you said. It's the coin that never rusts, the treasure you can buy, the peace inside your heart when you look up at the sky. You can keep the show and the skyline, the titles and the chase. I got my fortune settled in this humble, steady place. The richest thing you own is the sleep you get at night. They ask me why I'm smiling when the numbers look so low. I tell them the account that matters is the one that's built to grow. It's paid in patience,
Paid in patience and kindness to your kin. The only investment worth it is the honest man within.
there's a quiet wealth of knowing that you earned your simple bread, not from the hands you shook, but the honest words you said. It's the coin that never rusts, the treasure you can buy, the peace inside your heart when you look up at the sky. You can keep the show and the skyline, the titles and the chase. I got my fortune settled in this humble, steady place. The richest thing you own is the sleep you get at night. Yeah, the sleep you get at night, the quiet will. I drove across the old creek bed where the steel structure stood, built back in '49 by a man who understood
They didn't have the heavy cranes or the fancy computer plan, just muscle, honest sweat, and calloused, willing hands. They took their time with every beam. They measured twice, then more, 'cause they knew the weight of promise was what they were building for. Now we want it done by lunchtime, fast and cheap and clean. We've traded true endurance for a quick, disposable scene. And they don't build bridges slow anymore. They just slap the concrete down, hoping it holds up the traffic of this demanding modern town. We lost the art of patience, the value of the waiting, the deep foundation needed for the true, honest equating. We rush the love and we rush the learning. We rush the final mile and wonder why nothing we build seems to last for a little while. The strongest things in life are forged by the time we dare to spend. My grandfather used to mend his shoes. He never threw things out. He knew the worth of fixing what the world tossed all about. He told me that the effort put into the smallest repair is a silent, simple sermon that shows how much you truly care. Now we treat our relationships like a phone that we upgrade, tossing out the good history for the newest thing that's made. We want instant connection without the difficult grace that takes years of shared struggle to finally find its place. And they don't build bridges slow anymore. They just slap the concrete down, hoping it holds up the traffic of this demanding modern town. We lost the art of patience, the value of the waiting, the deep foundation needed for the true, honest equating. We rush the love and we rush the learning. We rush the final mile and wonder why nothing we build seems to last for a little while. The strongest things in life are forged by the time we dare to spend. I'm gonna start building slow again, from the bottom to the top. Gonna take the extra minute just before I finally stop. Gonna fix what's broken in my soul with patience and with care, and build a bridge of true forgiveness to the one I need right there. They don't build bridges slow anymore. They just slap the concrete down, hoping it holds up the traffic of this demanding modern town. We lost the art of patience, the value of the waiting, the deep foundation needed for the true, honest equating. We rush the love and we rush the learning. We rush the final mile and wonder why nothing we build seems to last for a little while. The strongest things in life are forged by the time we dare to spend. The time we dare to spend. Build it slow.
There used to be a little dirt road right behind the corner store. It was bumpy and imperfect, but it showed you what life was for. You had to drive it slow. You had to watch out for the holes. It made you pay attention to the stories in your soul. Then the city came along
Said he needed an upgrade fast. Told us better commerce meant that the old ways wouldn't last. They poured a perfect black top, smooth and wide and neat. And now we drive at 60, never looking at our feet. And they paid over the honesty with asphalt and with oil. Traded slow, steady progress for the quick convenience store. They built a faster way to leave, but no better way to stay. And the truth got muffled underneath the pressure of the day. The perfect surface hides the roots of the things we used to trust. Now we speed past the details, turning everything to dust. You gotta pull off the highway just to feel the rough ground again. Conversation used to ramble, it wasn't always clean and clear. We talked about the hard times, the struggle and the fear. We argued about religion, argued about the price of gas. But we shook hands when it was over, and we let the anger pass. Now everything is polished, short and given with a smile. But the real emotion's missing, haven't seen it in a while. We've learned to love the ease, we've learned to hate the grit. And the cost of all that comfort is a piece of soul we quit. They paved over the honesty with asphalt and with oil. Traded slow, steady progress for the quick convenience store. They built a faster way to leave, no better way to stay. And the truth got muffled underneath the pressure of the day. The perfect surface hides the roots of the things we used to trust. Now we speed past the details, turning everything to dust. Gotta pull off the highway just to feel the rough ground again. I'm gonna find a back road where the pavement starts to crack, where the simple truth is waiting and there's no easy turning back. Gonna peel off all the layers that the modern world demands, build something lasting with my own two honest hands. With asphalt and with oil. Traded slow, steady progress for the quick convenience store. They built a faster way to leave, but no better way to stay. And the truth got muffled underneath the pressure of the day. The perfect surface hides the roots of the things we used to trust. Now we speed past the details, turning everything to dust. You gotta pull off the highway just to feel the rough ground again. Feel the rough ground again.
I followed the wide river till the day the journey was done. My feet knew the rhythm of the dirt, the slow organic pace, but I moved to the city and surrendered to the race. I traded in my hiking boots for shoes that looked too clean, and swapped my quiet wisdom for the things I thought I'd seen. The job demanded structure, the suits demanded speed, and slowly, surely planted a complicated foreign seed. I woke up one morning and realized I was trading my compass for a clock, measuring success by the seconds, forgetting the steady rock. I lost my sense of direction just to keep up with the time, selling off the wild truth for a more respectable crime. I traded purpose for pressure, the journey for the tight deadline. Now I'm desperately searching for the man I used to define. The biggest cost of living is the part of yourself you let fade. The screen gives you a schedule, the calendar tells you where to be, but it never shows the winding roads that lead you back to free. I learned to speak the jargon, I mastered the corporate game, but every word I whispered felt like calling out the wrong name. I bought the things they told me, the symbols of the climb, thinking that possessions could truly purchase time. Now the hours rush past me, blurred and without focus deep, and I realize the life I'm leading is a promise I can't keep. I woke up one morning and realized I was trading my compass for a clock, measuring success by the seconds, forgetting the steady rock. I lost my sense of direction just to keep up with the time, selling off the wild truth for a more respectable crime. I traded purpose for pressure, the journey for the tight deadline. Now I'm desperately searching for the man I used to define. The biggest cost of living is the part of yourself you let fade. I'm throwing out the schedules, I'm turning off the digital glare. I'm going back to the stillness, back to the open air. Gonna let the wind decide the direction, gonna trust the pull inside to find the honest bearing where my true identity can hide. I woke up one morning and realized I was trading my compass for a clock, measuring success by the seconds, forgetting the steady rock. I lost my sense of direction just to keep up with the time, selling off the wild truth for a more respectable crime. I traded purpose for pressure, the journey for the tight deadline. Now I'm desperately searching for the man I used to define. The biggest cost of living is the part of yourself you let fade. The part of yourself you let fade. You gotta find that compass again.
I pledge allegiance to the grind from Monday morning till the end. trying to make that bottom line bend just so I can try to mend. I bought the house on the promise of the big bright open sky. Then the mortgage showed up smiling, and it asked me how and why. The banner waves above the porch, clean and beautiful and bold, but the heating bill showed up with a story cold and old. They taught us about the land of opportunity and chance, but nobody mentioned the taxes or the complicated dance. 'Cause the price of free ain't cheap, they only sell the first taste slow. We trade the easy promises for the honesty we know. We're paying double digits just to keep the dream alive, for the peace on the porch swing, in the air we get to thrive. We all salute the flag, but we're still just paying dues, trying to reconcile the freedom with the hard-earned things we choose. Yeah, the greatest liberty you got is a heavy burden that you bear. The kids need new shoes, the check engine light is on. I need to tell my woman that the vacation's been withdrawn. I got the right to vote, I got the right to speak my mind, but I'm too damn tired on Friday to leave the day behind. We believe in justice, we believe in simple grace, but the stress lines on my face are etched right into this place. I wouldn't trade this country, wouldn't trade the fight we're in, but sometimes just surviving feels like the only way to win. 'Cause the price of free ain't cheap, they only sell the first taste slow. We trade the easy promises for the honesty we know. We're paying double digits just to keep the dream alive, for the peace on the porch swing, in the air we get to thrive. We all salute the flag, but we're still just paying dues, trying to reconcile the freedom with the hard-earned things we choose. Yeah, the greatest liberty you got is a heavy burden that you bear. We're all just chasing that horizon, the one they promised way back when. We stand up tall for what we earn, again and then again, knowing that the sacrifice is why the stars still shine at night, and the struggle for the balance is the necessary fight.
Cause the price of free ain't cheap, they only sell the first taste slow. We trade the easy promises for the honesty we know. We're paying double digits just to keep the dream alive, for the peace on the porch swing, in the air we get to thrive. We all salute the flag, but we're still just paying dues, trying to reconcile the freedom with the hard-earned things we choose. Yeah, the greatest liberty you got is a heavy burden that you bear, the heavy burden that we bear. Yeah, the price of free ain't cheap,